I think Fred Flintstone is the one who asked about a circuit of the horn. So we're going to use TechCAD. So here we go. We have a 12-volt battery, which goes through a fuse into the horn relay. That splits off and it goes to the horns, which go to earth like that. It also comes down, comes down into the relay coil, and then it comes out the relay coil and it goes into a header, which is C0286. I think it goes in on something like pin 9. Comes out pin 11, and then it goes to what they call a rotary coupler. Now that is where the steering wheel is, and eventually it ends up at your horn button, and then this one here goes back to the body control unit on C0662- oh sorry, it's pin 4, and as you know, that had a FET pull down which I took the leg off, so that's out of circuit now. So that's how it should work. You press the horn button, comes up you ground that side of the coil, relay pulls in, horn sound. Now on my Discovery, whenever you hit the horn, they jam on, but not all the time, so not every time. Now in this header CO286, there is also a load more connections, and one of them gets fed by a fuse, and it's F11 in the fuse box, and it goes to the light switch. And all these go off to sort of various lamps. So on these pins here, which is something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, so there's 8 of them, they all go off, and eventually they either end up at a lamp, a side light, tail light, or they end up somewhere else. And on the other side of this, there is another set of connections, and they're all to do with, they go to the BCU, one of them does. On one of them goes to the diag port, and these all go off to various ECUs. And it's all common. It's called the K line, I think, and it's all common. Now, what I've found is there is a leakage path like that due to water in this connector. So that in normal use, when you push the horn, the relay clicks in, and there's enough leakage through here to keep the relay energized. And I'll show you a little clip of video that if you turn the lights on, of course, the horn beeps normally, because you've now got, you turn the lights on, you'll have 12 volts here, So when you pull this down, the current will be leaking that way through the horn relay and down through the horn switch, and from the relay down to the horn switch. And then when you let go of it, you've got 12 volts, no real current because they come from the same point. And so the relay drops out. But when the light switch is off, this point has got all these little lights pulling it down. So this effectively is at 0 volts when the lights are off. And so the current is leaking this way. And so I'll just show a little video of how it goes. So you can see there that we're in the positive battery side of the fuse. Battery's a bit flat at the moment, so we're seeing 11.99 volts, 12 volts. If I move the connection to the horn relay side, you will see we have no voltage. I go and turn on the lights. We now see we have 11 volts on the horn side, and there's the horn relay. If I pull the relay out, it goes away, push it back in, comes back. So that power is leaking through the connector. Now gone to current, so there's no current flowing. We're jammed across the fuse, and that's because the lights are on. Got to turn the lights off. Turn the lights off, and now you can see we have current flowing. That's because the 12 volts from this side of the fuse is from the battery through the fuse, is flowing into the horn circuit through the horn relay. Pull the horn relay out, current goes away. So effectively, when the lights are off, the horn circuit is keeping the bulbs mildly warm. So what I've got to do, I've got to find this connector and get to it and take it apart, dry it out, and try and make sure that it no longer fills with water. So if you like this explanation of why my horn keeps jamming on my Discovery II, comment, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next one.